Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
On 1st down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 46. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Off-play action, Fields.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Chase Young
able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10.
At their own 11. Now Wentz. Thomas has it. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a long. So now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible first-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough
touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's a give to Herbert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Fields. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 2nd and very short, Powell. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Powell, another throw on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing here, Howell. And that will be incomplete.
Excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things every time they're in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Rolling to his left.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this 1st half. It's a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 22, Howell. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
Well, there's no doubt that Curtis Samuel Washington would both welcome a redo at his 1st year there. Injuries kept him to less than 100 snaps across 5 games.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Commanders have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 14, Bears 7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Play action. It's Fields.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Faking the handoff, Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now throwing on 1st down here. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half.
So So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Howell looking to throw again.
He gets it to Thomas.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 6 yards away.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A handoff for Herbert.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Running left, Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Back to throw. Fields.
And this is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Little bootleg here. Howell
on the move to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Second down and a run by Robinson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell down to throw it.
Thomas has got it. Complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call it?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. And now a 1,000-yard rush a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Powell to the right side and complete to Thomas.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll run with Gibson.
Boy, no chance as he was badly dropped behind the line there. He goes 2, brings up 4. You have to kick this forward, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Bears will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Montgomery on the counter. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
On 1st down, Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Both teams working on a short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chase Claypool,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd and 10, Powell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Powell's throw complete to Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
It's Howe with another throw.
Incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Powell. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Powell throwing for it.
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
From the end zone, it's Strong. And he returns this to the 22. Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now throw complete there to Thomas. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Robinson up the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr., his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Fields.
Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
They snap it to Fields.
And he has his tight end. That's Wesco.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. All eyes on Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right.
He's got Granson, his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things